Yes, I do, Jesus. Every day of my life, Lord, it is only you, yeah. When the load is too heavy to bear, I will sing anyway. Come on in, saints, friends. We're back again. We got 3 areas. It's okay to say no in these 3 areas. And I want y'all to come on in. Please share, tag. Let's press that that like button. Press that like button. Y'all tag somebody. Come on. I need you to tag somebody. It's going to help somebody. I'm telling you. It really is. It's going to help us. And I'm learning as well. Because you know, we always try to please everybody, but I'm realizing you can't do it. You can't do it, and it's okay. It's okay to say no in these areas. It's okay. So press those hearts, press those thumbs up. Let's share. Let's press that like. If you're not following, let's follow the page. Come on, y'all, do that. Do that for me real quick. And while y'all are saying something, let me give a quick shout out to everybody. Tamika Gates, thank you. Saw the topic and had to join in. Pastor Ferrer, what's up, my bro? Oh, my brother, my actual brother is on here. Mike, love you, man. Ramona, Antoinette, come on, y'all. Come on. This is gonna be, it's gonna touch some of us. It's gonna free some of us, and that's exactly what I want. I want it to free some of us because we're all struggling in this area. Some of us, I should say, but I want us to be free. So I'm gonna start in 10 seconds. Come on, y'all. Y'all say hello to me so I can give you a quick shout out. Say hello to me. Share. Come on, y'all. Share. Press the like. Press the thumbs up. Because I'm only going to do it for a few seconds. I'm going to try to give myself 10 minutes. So let's share. Come on. Share it. Tag somebody. Press those hearts. Press those thumbs up. Come on, y'all. I'm waiting to see some shares on the screen. Come on. I'm waiting to see some of them shares on the screen. Some of us, I should say. All right, there we go. Come on, let me see some of them hearts, some of them thumbs up. Come on, y'all. So, as I was, and I'm going to start, as I was thinking and pondering, this thought came to my mind. And the thought was very simple. It's okay to say no. Even as pastors, we get overwhelmed with so many things, so many people pulling on us, so many people asking, even in your regular lives, so many people asking you for things and just soliciting things from you. And you try to be everything to everybody all the time. And you're the one that's stuck. You're the one that's stuck. You're the one that's stuck going empty. You're stuck going empty and you're sitting there wondering, man, I'm there for everybody else. Why don't I have anybody here for me? Why is there nobody here when I turn around? There's nobody standing with me. Nobody. And so sometimes, and I know some of you have been there. And if you have been there, I want you to testify. I want you to say, I've been there. Well, I look around and I'm like, wait, hold up. I was here. I was here with you through your rough times, through your tough times, through your down times, through your success. And then I go through. Nobody's there. Nobody's there. When I need something, oh, I ain't got it. Oh, wait, no, it ain't, I don't have it. You sitting there wondering and thinking to yourself, like, wait, hold up. Didn't I give to you? Didn't I help you? Didn't I support you? Didn't I undergird you? And you know who's there left alone to fend for themselves? You are. You are. I'm not saying that you shouldn't help people. I just want to free you to say no. Everything doesn't require a yes. And I'm learning that. I'm learning that as an individual. I'm learning that as a pastor. I'm learning that as an officer. I'm learning that as a friend. I'm learning that as a husband. I'm learning that as a father. I'm learning that as a brother. I'm learning that as a son. I'm learning it in every area of my life. Not that I want to say no, but sometimes no is required. I need somebody to write that down. No is required. No is required. And it's okay to say no and live with your decision of saying no. It's not that I don't love you. It's not that I don't want to support you. It's not that I don't want to be there for you. But in the end, can I live with my decision of saying no? I want to live with my decision of saying no and be content and satisfied in myself that I didn't put myself in a position where I said yes messed me up in the long run and enabled you and handicapped me. Crippled me. Crippled where I wanted to go. I give to you, I do for you, I say yes for you to you, but I'm hurting myself. When are we going to learn that you can still be spiritual and say no? When are we going to learn that you can still be in the Holy Ghost and say no? When are we going to learn that you can still be that man and woman of God and still say no? It's okay. Sometimes you got to take the position of saying no. 3 areas I want to free you in. 3 areas I want to free you in. And everybody has been here. And if you haven't been here, live long enough, you will. Because I don't want you to ever think that you are exempt from saying no. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be so profound that I don't want you guys to miss this. I need everybody real quick to write down 3 areas. Come on, let's write this down. 3 areas. Because, don't worry, I ain't got no notes. This is coming straight from my heart. See, this is what I'm looking. I'm looking to see who's talking back to me. 3 areas. 3 areas that I want to free you in. It's going to change your mind. It's going to change your outlook. It's going to change your perspective on how you deal with different things. Are you ready? The first area that I want to free you in is saying no, and I want you to catch this, to people. Saying no to people. Stop allowing people to make you feel guilty because you said no. I need somebody to write down, number 1, people. Stop allowing people to make you feel guilty, make you feel ashamed, make you feel embarrassed that you had to say no. Sometimes, people of God, you got to say no and be happy with saying no. I guarantee you, once you begin to say no, it will become a habit and you'll feel comfortable saying no. Some of the most successful people are the ones who said no. And you know why I said that? Because they didn't allow themselves to be overtaken or overwhelmed or surmounted and deluded by people who wanted them to say yes. It's not your obligation to be a yes person all the time. It's not your obligation. I want to free somebody. I want you to hear this. And I'm even talking to myself because I'm always trying to satisfy people. I'm always getting pulled to the left, to the right. I'm always trying to, it's always a demand on me. And I'm spending more time trying to satisfy people instead of telling them the truth. I just ain't got it. Instead of saying, you know what, I can't do it today. Instead of saying, you know what, I just want to spend time with my family. Don't I deserve that too? Don't I? And I'm not venting, I'm trying to help somebody. Don't I deserve to spend time with my wife and just not for an hour? Don't I deserve to take my family on vacation and not have to worry about what's going on back here? Sometimes it's okay to say no to people. You are going to kill yourself trying to satisfy everybody else. And you know what? The people you trying to satisfy will never extend themselves to satisfy you. I know you don't want to hear this on today, but I want to tell you the truth. I want to free some people. Come on, I need you to tag somebody. I need everybody to share this. I need you to press those likes and those thumbs up, especially if I'm telling the truth. You overextend yourself to people who will never pick up anything or fight for you or even support you. You always, is there anybody who ever, you always been there for others, and then when you turn around, you sitting there wondering, where in the world? What? All I asked was for a little help. How many people borrowed something from you and they ain't never paid you back? But then when you go and you ask them for something, and matter of fact, let's not even say you asked them for anything. They seen you were in need. Didn't give you nothing. Wouldn't lift up a finger. Wouldn't even call you to see how you was doing. But the first thing they say is, oh, you ain't never check on me. Oh, you want to be in. Oh, why don't you come in? We don't never spend time with each other. We've been in here so long, you never. When are you going to support me? Hey, you know what's so funny? And it trips me out. It trips me out. Oh, Pastor, you know, we want to do the pastor. We want to do that. Pastor, this and this and that. Pastor, we ain't doing this and we ain't doing that. But Pastor ain't get one call to be invited to Thanksgiving. Nobody called Pastor. Pastor, you feeling okay today? But we become everything to everybody. But we got to learn how to say no too. There's so much demand on each, and all of us are in the same boat. And if I'm telling the truth, don't listen. Just say he telling the truth. You don't have to say I've been there if you don't want to. But y'all know you got so many things pulling on you. When are we going to learn how to say no? When are we going to learn how to say no? I'm there. I'm trying to learn. And it's not that I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, because I want to be there for everybody, but I can't be there for everybody. And you know what hurts me the most is that I can't be there for everybody. And I want to be there. But sometimes I just ain't got it to give. Have you ever been there? And then they make you feel guilty. They make you feel guilty that you ain't got it to give. That you couldn't show up. That you got like 6 jobs and you can't pick up the phone to call somebody and say, okay, I was praying for you, but I was praying for you on my job. I was praying for you. I just couldn't call. You know they looking at you as soon as you pick up the phone. Oh, that's a write-up. I'm telling you, y'all, they make you feel bad because you said no. People, that's number one. We got to learn how to be comfortable. And I'm not saying all the time, but we got to learn how to be comfortable saying no to number one, people. We do. Because you know why? You'll find out, and I've been here, you'll find out that you'll start losing some things because you didn't say no. I know, come on. Don't let the numbers start dropping now. Y'all tag somebody. You will start losing things because you didn't say no. Things will start decreasing because you didn't say no. I've been there. I'm just trying to free you so you don't make the same mistakes that I've made. And you know what the funny thing is? You'll sit there and try to say yes to people, and they still gonna talk about you. They still gonna lie on you. They still gonna say you ain't do nothing. I remember I bent over backward. Now you got my patois coming out. I bent over backwards trying to help people. Trying to help a certain individual. And Mike, I'm telling you, Mike, I bent over backwards. When I say that I did everything, gave and gave this and gave that to one individual. And they still turned around and said to somebody else, they ain't do nothing for me. I got the bank statement to prove it. And they still said, they didn't do anything for me. The church, they still said, ain't do nothing for me. You know what hurts the most is when you say yes and they lie and say they did nothing. Nothing. We have to learn how to say no to people and be all right with it. Be all right and stand on the decision that we made. Y'all getting mad now. I'm just trying to free you so you don't make the same mistakes that your pastor made. I'm just trying to free you. I remember paying musicians out of my own pocket because the person who I did a free service for didn't even think about paying the musicians. Didn't even say thank you. Didn't even say I appreciate you, Pastor. Some people you just got to learn how to say no to. I'm not venting. I'm trying to free you. Because some of us even, and y'all ain't even a pastor. So just imagine how much the pastor goes through. Y'all be killing us, but don't know what happens behind the scenes. Out of these 3 years that I'm coming up on being a pastor, I done gave more. I could have bought me a car by now. But you know what I'm rolling in? I'm rolling in a 2010 Charger that got every Christmas tree light on the dashboard. But people still pull. They don't know what I go through, but they still want me to say yes. Sometimes I have to be okay with saying no. Is it okay for us to put our lives first sometimes? Sometimes you got to put yourself first. And I don't care who says that you being selfish at the time. You right. I'm being selfish because I put everybody else first. When can I put myself first? It's okay to say no. And saying it's okay if some of y'all don't agree with me, but you ain't riding in my car. I ain't even got a radio. You know what I do when I roll to work? I got to sing to myself. You know what the Bible says in hymns and spiritual songs and all that good stuff, making melodies in your heart. It's true. I'm not complaining. I'm laughing. I think it's hilarious. But I also know that when we do things for people, it's sad that some of y'all are so ungrateful. And then you go and turn. Have y'all ever had somebody turn on you after you done did everything for them? Have you had somebody, just say that's me. Just say it's me. I've been there. They turn on you. The first time you say no, eradicates and wipes out, obliterates all the yeses that you gave them. Y'all ain't talking back to me now. All the yes all them thousands of yes that you gave them, it just wiped it all out with that one no. Ramona, I've been there. I wish people would tell the truth and tell other people it's okay to say no sometimes. You know what hurt me when I had to tell my I think it was my daughter one time. She said, "Dad, do you have so and so?" And I had to tell them because I just got finished giving to somebody else. See, y'all don't live this life. I just got finished giving to somebody else, and I had to tell my daughter no. I had to say, baby, let me see what I can do. I can't do it right now, but let me see what I can do because I just got finished giving it to one of the saints, helping out one of the saints, and had to tell my own family no. That's the worst feeling in the world. That you put somebody else first, and then when your family's in need, nobody's helping you. Nobody. You can't go to the deacon all the time. Don't let them fool you. You can't go to the trustees. You can't even call on one of the brothers or the sisters in the church. You can't do that. Can't do it. You know why? Because they're calling on you. And you know what you're stuck with? Daddy, I need. And you sitting there like, I just gave. I hope I'm freeing somebody. Can I tell y'all, stop putting everybody else. I'm just giving you some golden nuggets. Stop putting everybody else over yourself and your family. Family first. Did you hear me? Family first. I said when I first became pastor, I will not lose my family over anything. And I'm not going to lose my family over nobody. Family first. Did I have to work it out? Did I have to find ways of getting it done? I did. Did it cost me? Yeah, it cost me, but I had to do it. Because I can't disappoint my family. Especially a wife that has, my wife, she stuck with me when I had nothing. And now God has blessed me to be in a better position. I'm not going to lose my wife over y'all. I'm going to tell you that right now. I ain't losing my children over y'all. And some of y'all need to take the same mindset, and I guarantee you your family will be stronger. Don't lose your family, your wife or your husband, whatever you have, don't lose them over people. Because those same people who put a demand on you ain't going to be there when you need them. Did y'all hear me? I hope I'm freeing you. Matter of fact, not me. I hope God's freeing you. Somebody got to tell the truth. And I know this ain't viral. It ain't going to go viral. I know that. I ain't even looking for that. But I'm looking for the ones who this is assigned to take it in your heart and understand. Family first. I know there's God. Yeah, He's already primary. We know that. But listen to what I'm saying. When it comes to people and family, family first. Matter of fact, you're first. And we got to be comfortable and content with making ourselves first. You know, when you're on an airplane, stick with me, y'all. Please stick with me. Just hear my heart. On an airplane, they tell you to put the oxygen. If something is going on and you see that oxygen mask come down, they tell you to put that oxygen mask on who? Yourself first. Then help somebody else. You need to put yourself first. Then help somebody else. If you're no good, how you gonna be good to somebody else? And can I tell you this? Stop letting people use you. I know it's not popular, but something told me to come on here and say this. And I want y'all to be free in this. Stop letting people take advantage of you. You know they ain't gonna pay you back. You know they ain't gonna, you know that when you help them, they ain't gonna help you. You know that. Stop letting people use you. Stop letting people take advantage of you. Because sometimes you will not be able to recoup it in the end. You're going to have to work 10 times harder to get back what you sent out. And they'll never give it back to you. I remember I got a cousin that say, listen, I'll pay you when tax returns come. You ain't seeing that. You ain't seeing that. You know, you got friends that say, I'll pay you when tax returns come. You ain't seeing that. They done spent that on gold teeth, gold chains, done bought a new car, and you're still stuck with a 2010 Charger with all the the dashboard lights on. No radio. You're still stuck. Did y'all hear me? James, they ain't hearing me. You're still stuck. You have to be okay with saying no to people. Let me move on. I think I've belabored the point long enough. Next, you have to be okay saying no to places. Somebody write down number 2, places. I'm telling you, Mike, they don't understand. And when I say every light on is in my car, I told my wife the other day, I think it was yesterday, I told her, I said, sometimes I be praying the whole way to work. It's so bad, my chief said, they was having roll call outside. that my chief said, he said, I felt bad because I didn't know your car was going to start. It just said, I said, man, I know it's time for a new one, but y'all pray for me. Pray for me. It's okay to say no to number one, people, and number two, did y'all write this down? Places. It's okay. And I'm being transparent today. I'm being transparent because I want somebody to be freed. I want you to be freed. I don't want you to think that everything is all good. And listen, I want you to be free. People, and number two, places. Did y'all write that down? Places. It's okay to say no. I cannot be everywhere. You can't go everywhere. Sometimes you just can't make the service. Sometimes you just can't make the party. Sometimes you just can't make the appointment. You can't be in every place. People will make you feel guilty because you didn't show up. It's okay. Sometimes, you know what I've learned, which I can retire next year. And it's so funny, like every day that I take a day off or I get a break, like today, we have a day off, it makes me want to retire early for some reason. Like I feel great. No stress, no pressure, no nothing. And I feel great. But I can't stand that people want you to be in every place. Like you're ubiquitous. Like you're omnipresent. You can't be everywhere. Would they love for you to be everywhere? Yes. But you got to start saying no to some invitations. Y'all getting mad at me. I see things dropping now. Come on. I need you to bring it back up. You got to say no to some invitations. You have to. And you have to be comfortable with it. Sometimes if I can't make it, I'll send a representative. And the representative is representing me. But you yourself, and I want to stress this, if it's between your sanity and you showing up to a location, pick your sanity. Pick your peace. Because everybody don't know what's going on in your life. And sometimes you need that moment to woosah. You need that moment to decompress. You need that moment for yourself. Me time. Somebody shout me time. Come on, I need you to put that down. Me time. Sometimes it's okay for you not to show up to a certain place or accept an invitation. Sometimes I just can't be there. And you have to be comfortable saying no. Prophet Walker, we gotta be comfortable saying no. Ramona, we gotta be comfortable. James, we gotta be comfortable with not being able to show up to certain places. You gotta be. I know this ain't popular because everybody's trying to be everywhere right now. But you just can't do it. It's going to be some wear and tear on your life, on your body. It's going to be wear and tear on your mental. It's going to be wear and tear. Then you're wondering why you having breakdowns. You're wondering why you having panic attacks, anxiety attacks. You're wondering why you're depressed. Sometimes you just can't be there. You can't. It's not popular, Mike. And I know it's not popular. I know it's not popular. But sometimes you need that sabbatical. You need that time for yourself to recoup, revive. You need it. You need it to recoup. You need that time. I'm talking to myself because I ain't never had the time. So I'm talking to myself too. So you got places. You got people. And here's the last thing. The last area that I want you to say no in. I want you to say no to things. If it's between me being in debt, looking glamorous, looking like I got this and I got that. No. Somebody write down things. Is it okay for you to have nice things? Absolutely. That's not what I'm saying. Is it okay for you to live in prosperity? Absolutely. That's not what I'm saying. Is it okay for you to be a success? Absolutely. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that if you are overwhelmed by certain things, say no. If you ain't got Bentley money to pay for a Bentley, instead of you sitting there stunting like you got money to pay for a Bentley and you can't even afford to put the air conditioner on, say no. Say no. I ain't stunting for nobody. What I have is what I can afford. What I have is, did y'all hear me? What I have is what I can afford. What I have is what I can afford or what favor has given me. Y'all get that? Y'all get that? I need somebody to write that down. What I have is what I can afford or what favor has given me. Because some of us have gotten some things that we couldn't afford, but favor gave it to us. I felt that in my spirit. Favor gave it to us. God's favor. Remember, the blessings of the Lord maketh rich and addeth no sorrow to it. People, places, things. People, places, things. People, places, things. People, places, things. I'm telling you right now that I'm not going to let, and you know what it is? We're trying to impress people with things instead of us living in what God has blessed us with. If you can just get in your mind that I'm not trying to be pretentious, I'm not trying to impress other folks who technically don't even care about you. We stunting for Facebook and Instagram and all those other social media outlets. We stunting for them just so people can call our names. I ain't stunting for you. I told you what I drive. It's not the fact that I can't go out and get a Mercedes. Every one of us can go out and get a Mercedes, but I ain't stunting. For what? For what? Just so I can say I got a Bentley, I got a Maserati, I got a Tesla. For what? It looks good. But I'd rather own my house. I'd rather pay for my children's college. Y'all not hearing me. So if I gotta sacrifice, for a few years just so my kids can be successful, I ain't stunting for y'all. I ain't stunting. Nope. Wrong pastor. I'm not stunting. I'm not stunting for anybody. So yes, I got to say no to some things. I have to say no to some things. It doesn't mean that I'll never get it. It means in this season, no is required. No is required. No is required. So I want y'all to be okay saying no. People, places, things. Y'all write that down. People, places, things. Come on, write it down. People, places, things. It's okay to say no to people. It's okay to say no to places. And it's okay to say no to things. I believe that God is going to bring us into our prosperity. But don't you overwhelm yourself or overburden yourself to people, places, and things. I believe that the Bible says that he's going to make your way prosperous and you're going to have good success. I always quote, success is on me. But don't you continue to say yes when you know you should be saying no to people, places, and things. There's a time for us to have certain things. There's a time for us to say yes to certain people. There's a time for us to say yes to certain places. But then on the flip side, just like Ecclesiastes says, there's a time and a purpose. There's a time for you to say no to people. There's a time for you to say no to places. There's a time for you to say no to things. It's okay to say no. And still be successful. Why? Because success is on you. And you got to know that in your heart. I hope somebody was freed by this. I hope you're motivated. I hope you're going to move to say no to some things, some people, and some places. Yeah. I wanted to come on and tell you the truth. It's okay to say no. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. And I ain't gonna sit here and act like I got it. If I ain't got it, I ain't got it. But it's okay to say no. It's okay. It's okay. And I'm learning. Y'all pray for your pastor. I'm learning. Because saying no is hard. Because I got a big heart. And I always want to help somebody. But don't be afraid to say no. It'll help you in the long run. All right, everybody, that's my evening encouragement. I hope you were blessed. Before we get over here, everybody write down success is on me. And I need some of y'all to show up at the church on Sunday. Service start promptly at 9:30. I mean, the preacher will be up at 9:30. We're not playing no games. 9:15 is prayer. In between 9:15 and 9:30 is praise and worship. And so I want y'all to be there. I want you to be there. Limited seating, so I want you to be there. And 136 First Street in Newburgh, New York. 136 First Street in Newburgh, New York. And that's...
For you I lift my hands to worship. For you I lift my heart to live. For you I lift my hands to worship.
And it's for you I live.
Ooh, for you I sing my song to worship when the load is too heavy to bear. For you you I lift my